here. I know you have. We just have to remind ourselves what we're doing. So the distributive property happens when you have a number right next to a parenthesis. There's no sign in between the 3 and the parenthesis. So that tells us that we need to multiply. Now, Ms. Hoff has a specific way that she wants you to write this down to help you keep track of your signs. What type of 3 is out in front here? A positive 3. Addie, how did you know it was a positive 3? Perfect. There's not a symbol in front of it, which means it's positive. So this is what you need to write. A positive 3 times, what number are we going to take 3 times? 4. So then in parentheses, you put a 4. Now, Addie told us it was a positive 3, so we write plus 3. And what else do we need to take 3 times? Careful. 3r. So in parentheses is 3r. And you have to write this out because it will help you keep track of your signs. Now, what is 3 times 4? 12. 3 times 3r. Now just multiply the numbers. 3 times 3. 9. And then we got to bring our r. Now listen. Listen. 3 times 3 is 9. Is it a positive 9 or a negative 9? Positive. So we write plus 9r. That is our answer. Okay, go to the right. Now what number am I distributing? Negative 6. That's super important, that negative sign. Okay, negative 6 times 7k. Very good. Then what's our next number? Negative 6 times 11. Notice how Ms. Hoff wrote a negative 6. Okay. Now grab your calculators. Take negative 6 times 7. Negative 42. So we write negative 42, but don't forget the k. No, don't write anything. Now you type in your calculator. Shh, don't shout. Negative 6 times 11 is negative 66. So we write minus 66. Do not put a plus sign here. Whatever this ends up being, positive or negative, that's what determines this. You should only have one sign there. Okay, let's go to the next one. What am I distributing on this one? Positive 4. Everybody take a minute. See if you can write it down on your own. Positive 4 times 8n. A positive 4 times negative 2. Keep track of those signs. Keep track of those signs. Watch your signs. Somebody raise your hand and tell me 4 times 8n. Jack?
32.
Positive or negative? Positive 32n. Somebody else raise your hand and tell me 4 times negative 2. Courtney? Negative 8. Do not write a plus sign there. It is negative 8, so it's minus 8. Do not automatically put the plus sign there. This sign is determined by what your number is for 8. Is it a positive 8 or a negative 8? Okay, try the next one. Do this one here. going to take -2 times -3 and -2 times -7k. Somebody raise your hand. Don't shout and tell me, Zayden, -2 times -3. +6. Do I need to put a plus sign in front of it? No. If there's nothing in front of it, we know it's positive. Nicely done. Somebody else raise your hand and tell me -2 times -7k. Petro? +14k. Nicely done. Nicely done. Watch your signs. The hardest part about today is keeping track of your signs. You should be writing this all down and doing it with us so that when you work on your own, you know what you're doing. Okay, it's all about your signs. Now, the second part of what we're doing today is combining like terms. So after you distribute to get rid of parentheses, you want to combine like terms. Remember, these are numbers that both have the same variable or both do not have a variable. So when the directions just say to simplify, they want us to put together things that are alike. If they both have a Q, we can put them together. If they both have a P, we can put them together. -3P plus 6P. They both have a P. So on your calculator, you type -3 plus 6. Nobody shout. -3 plus 6. Marilyn? +3P. Don't forget the P. -3 plus 6. Okay. Go to the right. Now we have three numbers. We have 4B plus 6 minus 4. Somebody raise your hand and tell me which of those would you consider like terms? Which of those do you consider like terms, Jack? What numbers can I put together? 6 and, careful, -4, right? 6 and -4. Because they're both just plain numbers. So on your calculator, you type a 6, then a -4, just like it is on your paper. We're going to drag 4B straight down. There's nothing that gets to connect to 4B because he has a B. And a +6 minus 4 is positive or negative. Then that's what I know to put in the middle. +2. If it's a positive, then we write a plus. If you keep up with us, then you get everything before I move down. Try the bottom ones on your own right now. Do exactly what we just did. If they have the same letter, or if they both are numbers without letters, put them together. Okay, you're supposed to be doing these two now on your own. Yes. Then just drag it straight down like we did with the 4B. If you don't have to do anything to it, just drag it straight down. Bottom left. 5N plus 9N. Somebody raise your hand and tell me what you get. Bryce. 14N. Nicely done. On the right, let's see if I tricked you.
I got it.
Okay, what'd you get?
I got 39 and
Agree or disagree with him? Agree. Nicely done. You did not fall for it. This has an N. This has an N. So in your calculator, you should have typed 35 plus 4, which gives you 39, and then we can't lose the N. Now, this -1 or -1, we didn't do anything with him, so we just had to drag him straight down. Good job. We put together the numbers that have the same letter. If you didn't box that in, that's fine. You're okay. Okay, now we have to combine both pieces, distributing and combining like terms. So flip your page over. First, we have to distribute. Tone. First, we have to distribute, which is the number outside the parentheses. And it needs to be multiplied inside the parenthesis. Rejoice, what number am I going to distribute on this problem?
8.
Careful. -8. It is -8. All right, Jack. I'm going to take -8 times what? If I'm going to distribute, we take -8 times, careful. Oh, look at that 5x. -5x. And I take -8 times 7. Now, 5x on the end is not inside the parentheses. Do not multiply that guy. You just drag him straight down. Plus 5x. He is not in the parentheses, so you do not multiply with him. All right. Miss Liana, you are my multiplication girl. You ready? Feel free to use your calculator, okay? -8 times -5. Positive or negative? Positive 40, and don't forget our x. Okay? Sticking with you. -8 times a positive 7. Positive or negative? -56. 56. Again, positive 5x just gets dragged down because there's no multiplication with him. All right, Courtney. Are any of those like terms? Numbers that have the same letter or numbers without letters? Which ones? Okay, so I'm going to put a square around 40x. And I'm going to put a square around a positive 5x. That tells me exactly what to type into my calculator. 40 plus 5 is 45x. But what can I not forget? Minus 56. That guy didn't have anybody to connect to him, but we still have to keep track of him. That's all you're doing today. Okay. Everybody on your own, and I'm going to call on people. Do this next one to your right. Exactly what we just did. Follow the same steps. When you distribute, look what we did here. You got to break that parenthesis apart.
Aren't both of those inside the parentheses? Yes.
Okay, everybody stop. I see a lot of the same mistake happening here. What am I distributing on this first one? What number is that? -7. Sam, what should I take -7 times? K. And really, what number's in front of K? You were going to say it. Yep, 1K. Then you should take -7 times -8, and then drag down plus 2K. When you distribute, guys, you're breaking apart what's in that parenthesis. The K minus 8 is going to get split up. Many of you just wanted to do that in one step. It's two separate things. Okay? Fix what you have because you're not going to get it right here. Fix what you have. You're not taking -7 times 2k. If you don't have this written down, you should be erasing and writing it down right now. Then go back and remultiply. Tegan, you're my multiplication guy on this one, okay? -7 times +1. Multiply. -7 times 1. -7, and then we can't forget our k. Here's your next one. -7 times -8. Positive or negative? So plus 56. Then what can we not forget? That plus 2k. Plus 2k. All right, Ms. Yongkang, what can I combine? Do I have any numbers that have the same letter or any numbers that don't have a letter that I could put together? Very good. -7k. Don't forget to box in the negative with it. And a positive 2k. So on your calculator, type it just like it says, -7 plus 2. Marilyn, what'd you get? -5. And don't forget the k. And what else? Plus 56. Plus 56. All right, not so bad. Look what happens on the next one. Remember, whatever number is directly in front of the parentheses is what we're going to distribute. Sarah, on this one, what number am I going to distribute? A -2. Nicely done. So in this case, all we have to do is we're going to drag down that -4p out front. There's nothing we're going to do to it. Instead of it being at the end of our equation or expression, it's at the beginning. Okay? So Sarah, I'm sticking with you. You're going to take -2 times 1 and -2 times -6p. Great job. I'm going to give everybody a second to get this written down. -4p just comes straight down, and then -2 times 1 and -2 times -6. Caitlin's already prepared because she knows that she's going to be the multiplication lady on this one. Now, -4p just gets drugged straight down. There's nothing to multiply. We're just bringing him along. All right, Caitlin, -2 times 1. -2, so -2. Good job. -2 times -6. Positive or negative? Positive. So plus 12, and don't forget the p. Don't forget the p. Bryce, of those three, are there any of them that we can combine together? Very good. Now, box in everything, including the sign of them, remember. So on our calculator, we're going to type -4 plus 12. Bryce, I'm sticking with you. Positive or negative? Positive 8p, but don't forget -2. Not a negative. -4 plus 12 is a positive 8. Okay. All right. Here's our next one. Addie, what number am I distributing on this one? Positive 7. I like how you said that. Nicely done. Positive 7. So that 1 just needs to get drugged down. We can't forget him, but we're not going to use him right away. Okay? Addie, I'm sticking with you. A positive 7 times 1. A positive 7 times negative 3y. Nicely done. A positive 7 times 1 and a positive 7 times negative 3y. Zayden, I'm going to drag down the 1 because there's nothing I'm going to do with him, but you're going to multiply for me. Positive 7 times positive 1. Positive 7 times positive 1. Use your calculator. Positive 7 times positive 1. 7 plus 7. Okay. 7 times negative 3. 7 times negative 3. Satan. Positive 7 times negative 3. Use your calculator. Use your calculator. Positive 7 times negative 3. Negative 21. But what can we not forget there? That one's got a y on it. That one's got a y. Petro, can any of our numbers be combined? Petro, can any of our numbers be combined? I argue that. 1 and 7. Zayden is absolutely right. 1 and 7. Neither of them have a letter with it. So we can absolutely combine them. So everyone, 1 plus 7, 8. And don't forget to drag down negative 21y or minus 21y. Here's what I'm going to tell you. So many people want to do this in their head, like, oh, I don't need to write anything down. And then you get it wrong, and Mr. Breest and I can't help you. It is essential, required that you write it down. I will get you work paper. You get logged into your devices.